come on. Stop fucking pooing in his eyes. What the fuck? What? Oh, a burnt samosa. Okay, he's not pooing in his eyes then, is he? Impression of Anshul Jubilee. I've already read it. Does Ursek try to be too perfect like Leon? He does. He really does. I said it's official. Steve Urseg is the Corey Sandhagen of flyweight. Cool, your strikes look pretty and technical. Now push forward and throw some heat. You're fucking losing. Journal about that, you nerd. I don't know if I should post this, but I'm going to anyway. Last one, but can you do an impression of Raul Rosas versus Urseg in a retard off, but Urseg just keeps asking for grilled cheeses? At the end of the day, I'm going to enjoy my life. Could I have a grilled cheese sandwich and just fucking doing a poo? Thank you for the $5. I'm just going to use the potty. Thank you for the 6 months of membership. Guru, why do you think the UFC superstar era is over? There will never be a UFC fighter who breaks into the mainstream. They should learn from WWE. True. I don't know why it's over. No more McGregors, that's why. Urseg drools when he sleeps. True, he does. He probably does dribble. Guru, how are we, brother? No long time no speak. How's it going, brother? Thank you very much for the £2. I met my Welsh great uncle recently, actually. He's got 12 children. You'll be happy to know he's keeping the bloodline strong. He's got children my parents' age, and then children at my age. Insane. Met him for the first time. I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? Flyweight is very confusing. Who should Moreno fight? Flyweight's very confusing. Who should Moreno fight? Don't know. Thank you for the $2. Royval in a trilogy. Fuck it, why not? They're 1-1 against each other. Moreno versus Cap for the next title shot. No, do Cap Cara France and Moreno versus Royval 3. Because no one else can really be put against Royval other than Cap. So maybe you could do that. I had Moreno over 103 significant strikes, but Urseg has been messing with beakers and test tubes like Corey. True. Urseg should have fought like his gooch depended on it in that fifth. Throw some spinning shit or something. True. He needed to grit down and throw, but he did not. Impression of Stipe jackhammering Steve Urseg. Stipe, please. You're hurting me. Can't believe you're anti-white now. Bedtime clear 4-1. No, I'm not anti-white, dude. Thank you for the 2. What do you think about Chuck's career? My favorite fighter always came to die. Yeah, he's a cool career. He had a cool career. I do think a lot of those historic... he was a fun fighter to watch. I like Chuck Liddell. Savage. Go look at MMA Chase haircut. Oh, okay. Thank you for the £2. Not that bad. It's just a haircut. Steve Urseg's my last chance to get me out of debt. What a retard. Why would you pick Steve Urseg in that fight? It doesn't make any sense to pick Urseg. A few people were doing it to be different, I feel like. Let's do Prates versus Vicente Luque. Let's do Prates Vicente Luque. Oh, no, I don't know. I'm not mocking you. Prates Vicente Luque. Yeah, if he takes it. Guru, please, can I get a good night Holloway impression? Good night. I'll give it a 6 months. Big drama show, baby. We all find out at night. Thank you for the membership. They're blessed. They really turned Buckingham Palace into a mosque. Okay. I know. Thank you for the $1 ass pizza 7:30. Hey Reyes, we're good, bro. We don't need you anymore. You can retire. We got Urseg now. The league is good. Thank you for the $8 Australian. True. Yeah, we're good. We don't need you anymore. Guru, say Lewis stop smoking weed to scare him. Lewis, stop smoking weed. Breathing smoke into your lungs is bad for you. I don't care what one fucking goofy goober on a fucking podcast told you. Don't breathe smoke into your lungs, you fucking child. Breaking. Steve Urseg versus Ilya Tapuria booked for 316. But you can smoke weed if you want. I mean, there's worse you can be doing. And to be honest with you, boredom will probably make you commit a crime anyway. So, it's up to you, mate. But if you got some dreams and shit, you should probably put it to the back burner for now. Breaking Steve Seg versus Ilya Tapuria booked for UFC 316.
Bring it on. I'm just going to go and get sodomized by Ilya.
What black should UFC sacrifice to fight Dober? All right, Jesus Christ. Bring back Jalen Turner, dude. 100 moneyline bet results. Guru 10-2, 77-54. Anti-Guru minus 729. Yeah! Thank you for the 5. Give me that! We're beating Anti-Guru's ass, dude. I'll take 77-54 on picks. That's not bad. It's not bad, chat. What's that as a percentage, chat? 77 over 54. %70. No, that's not. That's out of. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. Almost 60. Okay. 58. That's not bad. Not bad this year. There's been so many fucking crazy underdogs. I don't mind it. As long as I'm keeping afloat. Thank you for the 5. Cap gets Moreno, Kai Kara France, BTR, but they'll do Cap Pant. All right. Thank you for the $2 Australian. They'll do Cap Pantoja. I don't know if they'll do Cap Pantoja. Because then it doesn't leave Kara France to fight anyone. Roy Val maybe, but what does that leave with Moreno? Impression of Obama teaching Usyk how to throw a jab to the head. You gotta try and do damage. You feel me? Shit, man, you gotta land some shit to the head, man. That's Obama teaching Usyk how to throw a jab.
Obama, please, could you give me some advice?
Shit, man, what I tell you, man, young blood? Come on, G. You gotta throw that shit to the head, now. Some shit like that. I don't know how Obama sounds. Racially motivated Drew Dober's no more. Well, Torres is white enough. This is a thing. You can't pick him against Torres. Check Dovey Simi MMA. JDM needs money for camp. No! Why do you need money? I mean, you have been out for quite some time, but fucking street. Please tell me this is some kind of like hunger-based promotion. What would you do to save your country? Become rich and successful and breed 6'4", green-eyed chads. That's my goal. Thank you for the $2. I don't know what else I can do, to be honest with you, man. Thank you for the $2. For a man who survived getting hit by a car and getting shot in the face, is Lerone the Miracle Murphy the hardest nickname in MMA? Yes. It's a good nickname. I think they should tell his story way more. Hopefully they do for this fight card coming up.
You fucking steamy thing. I've pooed my pants, mummy. Could you help me out? I need a poo. A big fucking steamy poo.
Ian Gary training with Ilya Tapuria. Nah, he's actually a fucking bitch, you know, Ian Gary is. I might do a fucking video about it. What's the JDM thing? Perth UFC fans, we have an amazing night planned for our local legend JDM. Jack will be fighting for the UFC Welterweight Championship in Montreal on the 10th of May. RBG is having a fundraiser dinner on the Monday, 14th of April for his team. There'll be a Q&A session with longtime coach Ben Vickers and other coaches and brother Josh Della and also UFC stars Steve Usyk and Quillian Sakilde. Tickets will be $150 and $250 for VIP experience, which will include a meet and greet and a photo of a signed poster. All tickets come with a meal. Starts at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. Will commence at 7 p.m. Limited ticket event. All profit from the tickets will go towards getting the full team out to Montreal to support Jack on his mission to UFC. Gold, a world title shot for Perth's finest MMA son. Rest of the team are expected to pay their own way. Believe it or not, the UFC did not pay for anything or anyone but 6 nights accommodation and flights for 2 people. The rest of the team are expected to pay their own way. We'll be taking the full team for this huge fight. The 4 original scrappy MMA OGs. And the one and only Josh Della. I mean, come on. You can't fucking... They ain't got no money. What fucking bums are there? You can't afford a fucking flight? You some fucking bum? What, you nearing 30? You can't afford a flight to America? You fucking thumbs out your ass and get a fucking job then. Sorry, I don't mind. I mean, I get how fucking UFC should, like, pay for more people to take flights, especially for a title fight, but What you been fucking doing your whole life? These guys are pushing 30. Some of them are grown men. They can't afford a fucking flight. It's probably not that. They're probably just trying to get some money on a meet and greet. It's fine. A lot of fighters do that. Guru, say fatherless in an American accent. You are fatherless. You sound just like your father. You're fatherless. Father is a very difficult word to say in American accent. Say is only. No, not only. Early. 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 Your father was early. Very difficult to say. That's some damn fatherless behavior right there, brother. That's what I told you about, boy. Winding Chuck why I started training. Think that dog style's gone, or is the sport past it? Let me tell you something, Justin Webb. That sport style's long gone, brother. Ever since these grapplers and sissies come along from Dagestan, there ain't gonna be no more brawls. Do you think Ferguson had a chance against Habib? I don't know if Ferguson had a chance against Habib. Yeah, he did. When they were originally scheduled to fight each other, but on the later end of them being scheduled, Khabib would have fucking beat his ass. But early Habib, Ferguson could have beat in a 5-rounder. Prime Adesanya versus Prime Vanderlei.
Steve, I think.
Prime Adesanya, easily. Q's Music, live from the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository in Dallas. It's the MMA Hour.
Ariel, how are you? Guest Francis Ngannou.
Your Steve Erceg sounds like a Rebecca impression. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Biscuit, please.
Impression of Paddy getting mad at Erceg for losing his 3rd fight in a row. Lad, you need to stop fucking losing, lad. Hey, lad. Erceg needs to start throwing, lad. Impression of Erceg talking about his favourite dinosaur.
This is Diplodocus. He's got a long neck. He's very tall. And used to eat leaves. Of course, he's a herbivore because I'm gay. And I like herbivores. Thank you for the £2. This one here is this one's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. His arms are pretty short. Just like Bilal.
I don't know. Hey, lad, you need to start throwing, lad. Thank you for the £2. They took Carlos off completely. Yeah, Jeff Neal's injured. They manipulate Volk into a 2-week notice for a title match, but can't get a single person for protest in 2 weeks. Would you? I don't think many welterweights are interested in that, mate. Especially make him wait. Hey, lad, Aussies need to stop fucking losing, lad. Need to fucking man up and throw a punch, lad. It's fucking dirty, lad. Dober stoppage was early. I think they should have let him go out on his shield. Just biding time on that single leg. I know. My daughter Rose says hi. Hello, Rose. Thank you for the $5 Australian. Peter. Peter and Rose. Impression of Erceg and Corey discussing Soylent.
My name's Steve Erceg, and Soylent, I like the first part of it, because I'm soy. Yeah, but you don't know about what I wrote in my diary.
Corey Sandhagen.
I know I lost, but God, when I was reading my diary the other day, I wrote that I won.
Impression of Ariel giving birth and Paddy's the doctor.
It's coming out.
Lad, Jays need to stop fucking breathing, lad. Thank you for the $2 Canadian, some shit like that. Arnold Allen with a banger tweet. Imagine letting your son see you rip a blueberry-flavored vape. Oh, God, dude. Allen's been cooking on Twitter recently, I tell you. Imagine letting your son see you rip a blueberry-flavored vape. That's so true, you know, man. How can you become a man growing up seeing your dad ripping a vape? That goes out to a lot of people in chat that I probably know vape as well. Vaping's so gay. Just smoke cigarettes like a man. And die. You're going to die vaping anyway. How do you think Chuck would do now? And your thoughts on the pit team? I don't know. Thank you for the $5. I don't think Chuck would do well now. I think Chuck would get fucked up by Alonzo. Well, let me not say Alonzo Manyfield. I think like a Jacoby would beat Chuck Liddell. Like, I do think the light heavyweight division has progressed that much. Thank you for the 5. Ripping a vape as I hear these words. Don't vape, man. It's so gay. Yee. Yeah, no, vaping is kind of gay, but dying of cancer after years of having no cardio is a 10,000 times gayer. Yeah, but smoking cigarettes is like cool. It looks cool at least. Who cares if you die? Like, if the only reason you should vape is if you're coming off of cigarettes. But you guys are starting on vapes. You know how gay that is? I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. I haven't smoked weed in ages. Everyone tries to get on me. I don't do anything. I'm good. I'm locked in. You guys are starting on vapes, like before anything else. If you used to smoke loads of cigarettes, go to a vape. You know what I mean? Like, I get that, but fucking hell. Jesus. It's insane. You used to smoke weed? I did used to smoke weed. Of course I did. Yeah, I was a fucking teenager in the UK in South London, brother. Of course I used to smoke weed. But I don't anymore, not since early 20s. We must never forget tonight El Disgustio. Yes, that was a good one. A very good one. Women need to stop talking, lad. Probably the top funniest moment here was a good one, yeah. Hey, women need to stop talking, lad. Red Pill Pimlet. Minus Volk, Rob, and JDM, we've produced no other top fighters here in Australia. That's a lot of top fighters, though. We still got a long way to go. You do, and it won't be long before too many Indians are there for you to produce a top-level fighter, so... It's the last stand of the Western world, the first world, dude. Canada, England, what's it called? Australia, New Zealand, all of these Indians coming over, brother. You guys, this is the last chance to have good fighters before no one in your country can fight. It won't take long. Even America, dude. This is the last chance. The last chance to have combat available people. They've been coming over. Yeah, but now it's being expedited because people are noticing. Impression of Urseg pathetically answering DC's humiliation ritual questions for the second time. Urseg, what do you think about my nipple tassels?
Yeah, really good, DC. I just accept everything because it's really funny.
Thank you for the 5. You literally have a KFC flavored vape. I don't have a KFC flavored vape. I don't vape at all. Jones starting so the fight is a lose-lose for Aspinall. If he loses, he was close to 40 years old. He should have lost. It won't mean much for Tom. I don't care. I want Jones out cold and dead on the canvas. Not giving into vices is the key to monetary gains. True. Yeah, I don't care how old Jones is. I want him dribbling on the canvas like a Down syndrome Bob Ross. When Aspinall flatlines him, dude. Sorry, did you answer my question? I'll do nothing about it at all. What did I miss? What did I miss on the thing? Well, I don't know what your dono was, brother. Justin Webb. I don't know about the pit team. Best of luck. I don't know. Ever since I started my company, I started getting paranoid smoking weed. 3 years sober. Oh yeah, weed's awful for you. Once you've made it, you can smoke some weed though. But if you're still in that trap, still in that rat race, you got to stop. Oh, I'm getting some heat for my Urseg tweet. It's official. Steve Urseg's the Corey Sandhagen of flyweight. Cool, your strikes look pretty and technically perfect. Now push forward and throw some heat. already you're fucking losing. Journal about that, you nerd. This is Gazy MMA. Proud of your growth. I know Gazy MMA. Thank you for the $2, dude. I'm glad. I'm glad that you're proud. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Ever since I started I've already read it. Congrats, though, locksmith person. Best of luck with your stuff. They confirmed Price won't get a replacement, but every European country will. I'm joking. I'm not. But, yeah, they should move it to another card then. I don't know how they're going to fix that situation. I would say put Pyfer versus Gastelum on 314. The fact that they're not giving us a replacement for Prates means they're probably going to rebook it. So just rebook it for 315. That could do with another big fight. And just put Pyfer Gastelum on 314. No, Pyfer, they're in different divisions, Pyfer and Prates. Hey, Guru, can you give my boy Trey Walton a happy birthday in the Ariel Hawani voice?
Trey Walton? Happy birthday. But I want 10% of all your candles. You owe me $50.
Anyway, I want to play with my
Legos, man. I just want to play with my Legos, man.
DC glazing D-Rod for holding Milky against the fence and saying Milky needs a finish is laughable. How did you get so big, Biggie? Alright, yeah. Glazing D-Rod for holding Milky against the fence and saying Milky needs a finish. What do you mean Milky? You talking about Alex Moreno or some shit? I missed the fight. Did Moreno clearly win? He did. It was a close fight, but Moreno was the only one landing anything with any vavavoom. I think of it at $3 Australian. But it was competitive. But he clearly won. 4-1. Guru, you're always there for me. Thank you for the $5, the real Jube. Your Ariel impressions always make my day. Can I get an impression of Ariel meeting Chandler's kids?
What stunning and brave guys. We need more of you in white neighborhoods.
Thank you for the $5. I don't know what to do with that one.
I'm going to put you in every advert.
Thank you for the $2.
Why don't you sign this contract?
Hey, Mr. Guru, impression of Juka versus Scarejeet, please. Scarejeet.
You need to give me the answers I'm looking for, crime boss of Gotham City. I'll never talk unless you pay me. Let's see if you talk when you see my pits. Please, Scarejeet, stop. Nobody can resist the pits. Look into them and see your deepest fear, you know.
Do you think Moreno sips on a juice box while playing with Legos? He probably does, while swinging his legs on a stool that's too tall for him. Carlos Pratis will not get a replacement opponent, but John Anik teases some big news coming soon for him. What are they going to do?